So before I start the demo session, first let me introduce myself. So I am the trainer of your Azure Admin and Azure DevOps courses. My name is Shiva Kumar. Okay, I have around 19 years of experience. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, we are.
So I started my career in the month of June 2003 as an Oracle DBA. Later I shifted to other technologies, but for the past 8 or 8.5 years, okay, I have been on DevOps, Azure DevOps, and 2 clouds, AWS and Azure clouds. This is my brief introduction. Okay. Now, when it comes to this course particulars, course design. Okay. So in the first part, so we are going to learn Azure Admin. Okay. So as a part of Azure Admin, as a so what we are going to do here, first we will finish Azure Admin. Okay, so along with Azure Admin, we are providing Terraform at free of cost, because Terraform is a cloud automation tool. Cloud automation tool. Using Terraform, we can create infrastructure in any cloud, AWS cloud, Azure cloud, anything we can do with respect to Terraform. Okay, so once we finish, that means not finishing, from next week onwards. Okay, so we are starting Azure DevOps at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. IST. Okay, so within that we are providing, okay, Docker Kubernetes and or you can also join in Azure Admin course. Choice is yours. So totally this course include 3 months. Means parallelly you have to attend. Okay, so for Azure DevOps, the time is 5 p.m. IST. This is 5 p.m. IST. Sorry, the Azure DevOps is 5 p.m. IST. Azure Admin is 6:15 p.m. IST. This is completely 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, maybe 5 to 6 weeks it will take. Azure DevOps also 4 weeks. Docker and Kubernetes, it is 4 weeks. Altogether, it comes around 3 months. Okay, so for Docker and Kubernetes, we are going to attend morning sessions. Morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. That is a fixed one. Okay, so along with other people, USA, from other countries also, people, students will be joining. Along with other people, you will be attending these classes. So this first 1 week, that means till Azure DevOps is started. Okay. That means when we are starting Azure DevOps, from next week, next Monday onwards. So next Monday means from 17th onwards. 17th of October, we are starting Azure DevOps at 5 p.m. Okay, so till that point, so you have to be in Azure Admin course. Now, when it comes to Azure Admin, so what exactly cloud? Why cloud? Okay, so this is the first question, okay, for which you have to answer. Why cloud and why Azure? Why Azure cloud? So these are the two fundamental things, okay, to which you have to provide answer. So why you are learning cloud? What are the benefits of cloud? And out of all clouds, why we have to learn Azure? Okay, because we have AWS, Azure, GCP, other clouds are there. Okay, so in what aspects Azure is best? Why we have to learn Azure? So if you learn Azure, what happens? Okay, getting a job becomes very easy. Okay, how that is going to be happen? We will discuss everything. Now, before you are going to understand why cloud, let me ask a few examples, a few things here. Few years ago, okay, that means 7 to 8 years ago, Okay, if you want to store your resume, or otherwise if you want to store some photos, okay, something like MP3 files, what you are using? The people are using something like pen drives. Is it right or not? Okay, so you have to purchase a pen drive and you have to format it, and you can carry data from one place to another place. This is the easiest way once upon a time. Presently, is anyone using pen drive? They are using pen drives, but not most of the people are not using. Okay, that means here you have to maintain. If you want to carry the data, if you want to store the data, you have to buy a pen drive, and every week or once for every 15 days you have to format it. Okay, if it is affected with virus, you have to format it. That means you have to purchase it and you have to maintain it. Okay, these are the two difficulties with pen drives. Now, just imagine I want to launch one application. I have an application. Okay, in India, some applications are very popular, right? Like something like Book My Show or Swiggy, Zomato. I think everyone might be knowing these three applications: Book My Show, Swiggy, Zomato. Okay, these are the food delivery apps, right? Swiggy and Zomato. Now, so when you want to launch an application, generally what do you need? We need many servers, right? Okay, suppose I want to launch Book My Show. So how you can access Book My Show? So if you want to access Book My Show, either you need to use your laptop or your mobile phone or your PC. Okay, so let me explain it with the diagrams. Please be with patience because I am not going to use any PPTs. Okay, so in front of you only I am going to draw everything. Browser logo. I am not going to use any kind of PPTs because everything should be natural. This is a browser. Okay, from which you are going to book the tickets, movie tickets. Okay, so this can be your PC browser, this can be your laptop browser, or this can be your mobile phone browser, whatever it may be. Okay, so you are going to send your request through this browser. Okay, so to a server. Which server, to which server you are going to send a request? Web server. Okay, something like Tomcat web server. Okay, what is the functionality of Tomcat? I will explain. Don't worry about that. Tomcat is a web server. Okay, so which is going to take request from you. So once the request is taken, what it is going to do? Okay, so directly your request will be coming to this Tomcat server. And this Tomcat server is going to forward your request to another server called app server or middleware server. Okay, middleware server logo. Okay, this is something like your middleware. So middleware directly it is going to speak with your database server. This is something like your web server. Web server is going to forward your request, whatever request is coming from you, to app server. So what are the app servers presently that are available in the market? Okay, so if it is a .NET application, we are going to use something like IIS. And if it is a Java application, we are going to use something like WebLogic. These are the app servers. So finally, okay, so this app server is going to communicate with database server. Okay, let me set for database server logo, DB server logo. So I can take any one of these. Okay, so this is something like database server. So what is the database server's responsibility? The major responsibility of database server is to store the information that is provided by client. Okay, so if you consider a Book My Show or Swiggy or Zomato, it is going to store the order particulars, like from which client the order has been taken. Okay, so for what items he has given order. Okay, so which restaurant. So that kind of information is stored into this DB server. Okay, now this is a huge infrastructure, right? So for just for the sake of one application, okay, so we have to manage web server, app server, and DB server. Okay, now you have a choice here. So if you want to maintain this infrastructure in your office, that is called as generally on-premise setup. So if you want to maintain the setup in a data center, you can create a data center. What exactly a data center? Now let me show data center images. I think you have never seen data center diagrams. Data center images. So this is your data center. Okay, so data centers will be having something like racks. Okay, and every rack will have server. And what kind of server it is? It is something like rack server. So the organization will purchase rack server, okay, which are compatible with these racks. So these are not our real servers. That means if you want to manage this kind of infrastructure in our servers, okay, in our office premises, so we have to use something like tower servers. Tower servers are different, rack servers are different. Rack servers are very costly. Rack servers are very costly. Okay, so generally if you want to purchase a rack server, its minimum capacity should be something like it must have 64 cores of processor and something like 256 GB memory. This is the minimum capacity of rack server. But once you purchase this server, there is no guarantee that okay, you are using this much highly configured server, right? So you might be using only 8 GB of RAM only. So if your application is not heavily used, okay, so if Book My Show is not used heavily, okay, just you can use only 8 GB of RAM and up to 16 GB of memory. Then what happens here? All your system resources are wasted, right? This is just like for the sake of a couple, okay, so you are engaging 3 bedroom flat, 3 BHK. Is it correct way? It is not correct way, right? Okay, just for the sake of couple, okay, it is not better to have 3 BHK apartment. It's just like similar thing. That means just for the sake of 8 GB, okay, it is not a good approach to purchase a highly configured rack server. Okay, so this is going to be happen in non-cloud platforms. That means in every non-cloud platform, you have to bear 2 types of costings. One is capex. That means capital investment. Okay. Another one is apex, means operational cost. That means you have to you have to do maintenance, right? Every time when a new version of software is coming, you have to update to new version. Okay, that is operational cost. Capital investment means initially you have to put some investment, right? Okay, so suppose you are using 10 servers, so each server costs 1 lakh rupee. Okay, so it is mandatory to invest 10 to 20 lakhs of investment. And as the time is going on, every month you have to purchase licenses, you have to upgrade the softwares. That is your responsibility in case of cloud platforms. Sorry, non-cloud platforms. Okay, so to overcome all the limitations, so what we are going to do? So we are going to use something like cloud platform. Here in cloud platform, we are not going to manage anything. We are not going to deploy server. We are not going to maintain anything. Okay, everything is managed by cloud service providers only. Everything is managed by cloud service providers only. How they will manage? Let me explain. So every day I'm going to write notes. This will be shared with you in the Google Drive. October 10th. Now, when it comes to cloud, how they are going to manage infrastructure? So they will have something like racks like this. Data center rack image. Or I will take server rack. Okay. So they will have this kind of rack. Why it has been given in black color? Okay, let me take this one. Just a minute, guys. I'm taking a Are you seeing rack server cost? How much it is? Okay, assume that this is your rack server. On the top of this rack server, what they will do? They will install. They will have something like hypervisor software. Hypervisor logo. VMware logo. Now on the top of this, okay, so they will have a software called hypervisor. Okay, now on this hypervisor, they are going to provide some services. Okay, so completely this servers and this hardware and VMware, everything is managed. Everything is owning by cloud service providers. So you don't require any kind of cost like capex and capital investment and operational cost. You don't need to create anything. Now on this on the top of this VMware, okay, so they are going to provide some services here. They are going to provide some services. Okay, so what are the services they are going to provide? Just a minute, guys. Why it is closing, not closing? AWS or Azure services or VM logo. VMware is different. VM is different. Okay, I will take one VM here. Image. Now on the top of this VMware, okay, so we are able to have we are able to create as many as services you want. Okay, so what are the services that you can have here? So we are going to have many services like this is one VMware. If we are able to create virtual machines on the top of this VMware. But to create VMwares on the top of to create virtual machines on the top of VMware. Okay, so VMware is a software, okay, that will allow you to create virtual machines. So this is my actual physical server. So on the physical server, I installed. That means they will install a software called VMware. On the top of VMware, okay, so we are able to create virtual machines. Now to create virtual machines, we have something like services here. So what are the services we are going to have? Something like IAC means infrastructure. Sorry, IaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. That means, so if you want to create virtual machines or database servers or storage or networking, load balancers, okay, so we must be knowing about services here. So using these services, we are able to create any kind of infrastructure in cloud. But what is the advantage of this one? So we are not the owners of this one, right? We don't purchase any physical machine. We don't install VMware. So we are not going to just our responsibility is, okay, so they will provide us some services like IaaS. What is IaaS and what is PaaS and what is SaaS? I will explain in detail. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we are going to create something like virtual machines. Our responsibility is just we need to have a small configuration of laptop. Okay, from this laptop we are able to log in into this server. But to maintain the server, okay, so there must be a physical server, right? So where exactly this physical server is there? Where exactly this physical server is managed? So to manage this physical server, hardware, PowerPoints, networking, everything. Okay, what Azure has done means Azure has identified something like regions. What is mean by region? Region is nothing but a region is a geographical area. Just I will show you geographical area on the globe. So regions will have availability zones. Availability zone is nothing but it is a data center. Availability zone or data center is a part of region. So when it coming to our India, in India we have 3 data centers, 3 regions. Okay, Pune, Mumbai. Okay, some other state is there. Okay, so where exactly 3 regions are there. Okay, so regions will have availability zone. So what is the importance of availability zone? We'll discuss everything. Okay, point by point. Now, right. Now, if you want to look at this Azure regional map, Azure regional, or you can search like this, Azure Global Infrastructure. Okay, this is not the best site. This one, I think. So here, a globe is displayed on the globe. We are going to see something like regions. Regions will have data centers. So all the data centers are managed, are owned by cloud service providers. Okay, so let us wait for a minute. It is loading. The page is loading. Meanwhile, I will open another document, Azure regions list. Okay, so if you open a particular region here, so if you scroll down, are you seeing these are something like regions? So this region is having how many availability zones? 3 availability zones. Okay, so each availability zone is nothing but it is a data center. So every data center, okay, will have its own networking, its own power supply, its own hardware, its own racks, everything is there. Okay, so between each and every availability zone, there is a distance of 1000 to 2000 kilometers. Because so when one of the availability zone is completely down due to some disaster, okay, fire accident, something flood cases. So I think 2-3 years ago, Chennai was having floods, right? In that case, complete infrastructure has been collapsed. So in this case also, so if one of the availability zone is down, okay, my infrastructure is still available, still running. My servers are still running in second availability zone. Okay, so first and second availability zones are completely down. So I can have my infrastructure still in availability zone 3. Okay, suppose you can think of something like this, Amirpet and Uppal and something like High-Tech City. So in Amirpet, one data center is there. In Uppal, okay, so just it is a 30 kilometer distance, right? So in Amirpet, we can have a data center. Okay, in the data center, you have launched your application is running, your servers are running. Okay, and in Uppal, also one more data center availability zone is there. There also you have one more copy of your application. In High-Tech City also, you are having one more copy. Suppose Amirpet is having some issue. Okay, Amirpet is having some issue. Suppose this is Amirpet and this is Uppal and this is High-Tech City. Okay, in between each and every availability zone, there is a distance of 20 to 30 kilometers here. But in the reality, okay, 1000 to 2000 kilometers will be there. Okay, so if Amirpet zone is completely down, still your servers and infrastructure is there in available in Uppal Center and High-Tech City, right? So that is the significance of availability zones. Still it is loading. Okay. Now, are you seeing something like operating along more than? This is Microsoft Azure's cloud platform helps you to invent with purpose. And are you seeing some circles here? These circles are nothing but regions. You are also seeing some yellow color circles. So yellow color circle means, so these are the regions which are coming soon, which are going to be launched in the, okay, in the nearest future. Now, why we have to learn Azure? Guys, till now, is it clear? Any doubts, any questions? Is completely clear? If any questions are there, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can say no. Guys, is it clear everything? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are. Good.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Now, when it comes to clouds, okay. So AWS is the first oldest cloud. Everyone knows that. AWS is having many customers when compared to Azure. Okay, Azure is in second position. Okay, even though it is in the second position, why we have to learn Azure? Okay, the first reason is the people who knows Azure are very less. The competition is also very less. Hello? Someone is speaking regarding any doubts? So can you please mute? Some background noise is coming. Advantages of Azure cloud. Okay, since even though Azure is second leading cloud, okay, it is having many enterprise customers. Okay, it has many enterprise customers, and when coming to competition is very less. Getting a job in Azure is very easy when compared to Azure, because the people who knows AWS are more when compared to Azure. Okay, so getting a job in Azure is very much easy because the competition is very less. And one more thing, with respect to hybrid model. Okay, so Azure is best at hybrid features. What is meant by hybrid features? So nowadays, every company is moving their infrastructure to cloud platform. Some companies will not move their database servers to cloud. So can you please mute someone is making noise?
అట్లా లైట్లో తీసుకొచ్చి పెడతాం.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Okay, that means in the hybrid features, it is best. That means most of the companies will not be moving their database servers, okay, to cloud. That means some part of the application they wanted to keep in cloud, and some route generally they will keep web servers. Web servers generally they are running applications, right? Okay, so they are going to keep all web servers in cloud. Database servers in the on-premise, in their office only. Okay, so then there is a connectivity between on-premise servers and okay web servers. Okay, so with respect to hybrid features, Azure is the best. So these are the three best features. Okay, so for which you have to learn Azure when compared to AWS. Okay, now when it comes to cloud roles, so what are the cloud roles actually? So here, when it comes to cloud roles, there are basically, okay, there is a role called admin role, and second role is, let me write in this way, solution architect. Okay, admin role, admin, and developer, and something like specialization. And what are the three different roles? Now, suppose you are running some application, you are an office. Okay, that can be Book My Show, and that can be a food application, Zomato or Swiggy. Okay, now all of a sudden you have decided that you wanted to move this infrastructure to cloud. Immediately you are going to approach a solution architect. Okay, solution architect is going to give complete idea, design. Okay, the design part is done by solution architect, like how many servers are required. Okay, so what must be the storage model? Okay, and what is the licensing cost? How much he has to pay per month? So that kind of design, that means as an architect, he should be knowing each and every corner scenario of Azure. Okay, how network functions. Okay, what are the types of virtual machines that are available in Azure cloud? So that kind of design, design preparation is done by solution architect. Okay, it is just like only designer. He is not going to realize the architecture. Okay, now here solution architect means solution architect examination is different. Becoming a solution architect in an industry is different. So to become solution architect in a software industry, you must have thorough knowledge. Okay, you must have thorough knowledge. Then only you can become solution architect in the industry. Writing solution architect is nothing. Everyone can write. You can write. I can write everything. Everyone can write, and they can pass in the examination. That is different issue. But to become solution architect in reality, you must be having complete knowledge on Azure. Okay, so like each and every, you have to have complete knowledge on each and every service, like how virtual machine works. Okay, so what is the storage model? What is networking? What is load balancer? Pricing? Okay, monthly cost. Everything you have to know. Everything design that is given by solution architect. Now to design, to realize this design, to realize the design or to implement the design, realize or implementation, both are same, right? To implement the design given by, okay, architect, admins will come into picture. Okay, so yes, some design is given by your architect. So as per the design given by architecture, you have to implement. You have to create servers. You have to create memory. You have to create storage. You have to create load balance, everything. Okay, you have to realize whatever design that is given by architect. Okay, now to implement the design given by architect, admin people are going to use Azure cloud. Okay, in 4 ways. Okay, usage of Azure cloud can be done in one of the following ways. What are the following ways? One is from portal you can use Azure. Portal is nothing but every cloud is going to have some website. Okay, so how to, this is just like Azure website. From here you can do every activity. Portal.azure.com. It is going to ask me the username and user credentials. This is your Azure landing page. This is your website. From here also you can create everything. You can create virtual machines. You can create load balancer. You can create a storage account. You can create network. You can create something like app service. You can create anything from this portal. Okay, but just by learning portal it is not enough. Just learning portal it is not enough. Okay, just by learning portal activities you are not going to get job. Okay, a user interface is given, anyone can do any activity from the portal. And one more drawback of portal is whatever activities you are doing from portal are completely manual. So suppose I want to do some task repeatedly. morning 7 a.m. I want to start a virtual machine. And at 10 p.m. I want to stop the virtual machine. So if you don't know other ways of using Azure, if you are doing this activity from portal, okay, so every day you have to log into Azure portal manually. You have to start virtual machine manually. You have to stop virtual machine. But is it a good idea? It is not a good idea, right? Okay, it is not a best practice. It is not a wise approach. Okay, so to perform this kind of repetitive activities, okay, so we have to write something like commands. That means Azure services can also be used from commands. Through commands also we can use Azure. So this is stands for, this is nothing but CLI. CLI stands for command line interface. Command line interface. That means here we are going to write something like AJ group. Suppose here this is your website, just I have shown you, right? Here suppose this is my portal. If I want to know, okay, if I want to view all resource groups, resource group is just like a logical grouping of services. Okay, so this is a way of looking at all resource groups. Okay, in my account there are 4 resource groups. So same thing I can do from command also. Okay, first of all I have to log in into Azure portal, like this AJ login. Okay, now you have successfully logged into your account. Now if I want to see all resource group, simply I can execute a command called AJ group list. Or now this is going to list out all the resource groups. Okay, so this is very confusing, right? So if you want to know information in a detailed fashion, descriptive manner, so you can use something like AJ group list -o table. Now this is going to display all the resource group that are available. Okay, so just now we have seen 4 resource groups, right? App Gateway group, Azure DevOps, Jenkins. So these are the resource group. So whatever activities I am doing from portal, okay, so I can also do from CLI commands. But the advantage of this one is these commands can be automated. But whatever activities you are doing, you are seeing from portal cannot be automated. So that is why it is preferred over portal. Okay, now there is other way of using Azure, that is something like PowerShell. So PowerShell also gives you a interface. Okay, from there you are going to execute some commands. And there is 4th way also, that is something like scripting. From scripting also you can create all Azure resources. This is Azure, okay, ARM templates. So here we are going to write some type of scripting templates. same templates you can reuse for, okay, creating infrastructure for different environments. Today my requirement is to have 50 servers. I wanted to create 50 servers along with some software Tomcat installed. Okay, so if you write this scripting, for this, okay, so within minutes you can create 50 servers. Tomorrow in the morning, if you want to create these servers repeatedly, just you can re-execute, just you can reuse the script so that all 50 servers are created within minutes. Okay, this is scripting. Okay, this is not programming language. It is just like HTML, DHTML coding. So this is something like fourth way of using Azure. And when it comes to third role, developer role. So to become Azure developer, you must be an architect plus an admin plus, and you must be a developer. That means you must have skills at least in one of the programming languages like Java, .NET, okay, Python. Then only you can become developer. Okay, Azure developer. You must be an architect, you must be admin, then you must know programming. You must be a developer at least in one language. This is a third role. So when it comes to specialization, we have specializations like AI and something like data, Azure Data Factory. These are the specializations. So as far as our course is concerned, so we are going to focus on these levels, these roles: solution architect and admin only. Developer is completely altogether, that is a different course. Okay, as a part of our Azure admin course, okay, so we are going to learn, we are going to create services from portal, commands, PowerShell, and scripting. So for the sake of Azure DevOps, first 1 month we are going to spend on Azure admin only. Okay, parallelly, you people will be attending Azure DevOps at 5 PM IST. So tomorrow also we are going to discuss some more important theoretical concepts. Tomorrow I will show how to create an Azure free trial account. Okay, and to create Azure free trial account, we need to have something like a debit card and a valid email ID and mobile number. Okay, from where you can create this one? From portal.azure.com. I am logging out from this one. Portal.azure.com. Here we have an option of use another account, create one. Okay, so from here you can create a new account. So once your account is created, so you can have few services for 12 months at free of cost. Okay, so some services are available for whole lifetime. Okay, so what are the services that are free for 12 months? What are the services that are available for 12 months? Okay, that we are going to discuss in the next session. Guys, now if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will answer your questions.
Can you repeat the timing of the class, sir?
Okay. Azure DevOps, 5 PM IST. Azure admin, 6:15 PM IST. Okay, so once you finish these two, okay, so you can join in Docker and Kubernetes. For that, you have to attend 7 AM batch. 7 AM IST batch is there. So if you want to complete all these 3 courses parallelly, it will take
Parallelly,
1
na?
month. Yes.
These 3 are running parallelly.
Yeah, these 3 are running parallelly.
Okay. And DevOps will have the duration of 3 months, or combined 3 have the duration of 3 months.
Combined duration is 3 months.
Okay.
This is Azure DevOps. This is not DevOps.
Okay. Okay.
Any
So,
other questions, guys?
So what is the fee structure, sir, for 3 months?
So for fee structure, you can ask Bhavani. Okay, I will provide her number. The regarding person, the concerned person is Bhavani. Okay, I will give her number also. 88-977-11799. It is our number. Okay, so she is a completely concerned person to this course regarding fee structure, duration, course material. Okay, so everything you can have contact with Bhavani.
So one more thing, sir. Is it a fixed timing? Because if you are working from 9 to 6, is there an alternate time like after 6 o'clock?
After 6:30.
Yeah, after 6:30, sir.
This may not be possible. 6 o'clock only we will start. This is the time requested by many people.
Regarding Azure DevOps, I wanted, sir, like 9 to 6, if it is a working hour, will be 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Is there another second batch or something like that?
We can do one thing. Okay, once admissions are finalized, we can interchange these two. 5 to 6 Azure admin and 6:15 to 7:15 Azure DevOps.
Sorry, 6:15 to 7:15 Azure DevOps, right?
Azure DevOps. Okay, if many persons are asking that time, okay, we can exchange timings.
Okay, thank you, sir. So one more thing, sir. Azure Kubernetes and Docker, you told morning 7 a.m.
Yes, morning 7.
7 to 8. All
7
the
to 8.
class 7
Yes,
to
7
8.
to 8.
Okay, sir.
But it takes 3 weeks of time. Okay, just recently one batch is going on. After 3 weeks, that will be started.
These classes, Azure DevOps and Azure admin will be started next Monday, no, sir?
No. This from tomorrow onwards. This is the first session. There is
Okay.
no gap again. So from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the sessions.
DevOps and admin, both the classes.
DevOps is from next Monday.
DevOps is next Monday. Admin
Next
will be
Monday.
from tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, this is a first class come demo session.
Okay. Then Kubernetes and Docker will be after 3 weeks. You're telling.
After 3 weeks.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yes.
So Azure admin classes will be start from tomorrow onwards.
Yes.
In the morning.
Not morning. This time only. 6:15 to 7:15.
Do you have any batches in the morning? Because I'm working. This is my shift. That's why I'm telling you.
Morning, we have batches for Docker and Kubernetes. And evening timings are this one.
This one only. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sir, another quick question. The overall course will end in December or January, right?
So if you want to attend parallelly, you can finish in 2 months. If you want to do it in in a serial fashion, it will take 3 months.
Okay.
What I am telling, from next Monday, we are starting Azure DevOps.
Okay.
So you can attend Azure DevOps and Azure Admin parallelly.
Okay.
And Docker Kubernetes will after the 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. Means when Azure admin will complete, we can
Docker
attend
and
the
Kubernetes.
Okay.
Because with Azure DevOps you cannot get the job. Just with Azure Admin you cannot get the job. That is why we are providing all 4 courses in single package. So with Azure Admin we are providing Terraform at free of cost, and with Azure DevOps we are providing either Docker Kubernetes or Azure Admin.
Okay.
So you can take your choice. Either you can join only in Azure Admin or you can enroll for 2 courses.
Okay.
But if you join in complete package, okay, Azure Admin will be given to you, and Azure DevOps, Docker Kubernetes, and Terraform also. All the tools are covered that are required to get a job.
Okay. Okay.
Because one single tool will not be helping you to get a job. Definitely you have to learn all these tools. Just by learning Azure Admin, just by learning Azure DevOps, it is not sufficient. Because just with Azure DevOps, you cannot get the job. Because with Azure DevOps, definitely they will ask one container technology, Docker Kubernetes. Without that, no one will be getting job nowadays. That is mandatory for everyone.
Okay. Okay.
And once you learn Azure DevOps course, okay, it is better to learn Azure Admin also. Because without learning Azure Admin directly, you cannot go to Azure DevOps. Because Azure Admin is going to give complete knowledge how to create infrastructure, okay, how to create load balancer, how to create storage, how to create virtual machines. Everything will be taught in Azure Admin course.
Okay.
Yeah, any other questions?
So class,
Yeah, tell me. Hello?
I was asking, next batch, when will we start? If I'm not continue from tomorrow onwards, then
Then after 1 month.
after 1 month.
Yes.
so classes, is it 5 days a week or a whole
5 days a week, Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday? Okay.
Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Because in weekends, I don't want to disturb you. Okay. So whatever work is pending on weekdays, you can practice on weekends, right?
Okay, fine. If I will not attend any classes, then you will provide all.
You will get recording, right? If you don't attend a particular session, okay,
Yes.
because of some your busy schedule, okay, anyhow recording is there. You can go and watch the recording. Okay, if you have any questions in the session, you can ask doubts regarding that session.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Definitely, everyone will get recordings apart from this session. So you can watch and you can even download the recordings also, which are valid for 6 months. 6 months accessing we are giving. After 6 months also, if you request, okay, we can extend up to 3 to 4 months.
Okay. So this all course, all this package, it will be completed in 3 months. Am I right?
What do you say?
All this Azure package, whatever you are providing us, so all will be completed within a 3 months, right?
Yeah, 3 months. 3 months means if you want, I told you, right? If you want to attend this course one by one, it takes 3 months. Otherwise,
Okay,
if you want to attend parallelly, so within 1 or 2 months, it will be finished.
No problem. I will attend one by one.
Hmm.
So one more thing, sir. Only Azure it will take, sir.
Only
Azure DevOps.
Azure DevOps will take 1 month. Hello?
Sir, one more question. Is this
Yeah.
course is aligned to means certification courses that are provided by Azure?
You can attempt certification also, but getting a certification is not mandatory nowadays. Even though you are having a certification, your employer will be conducting interviews. Okay, no weightage is given to you, even though you are having certification. Why you waste money before getting the job? So after getting the job, if you want to get certification, your employer will be paying, right? Why now you pay from your pocket?
Right, right.
Even though you are having certification, definitely no weightage is given to you. Like others, you have to attend first round, second round, HR round, everything. No preference, no weightage is given to you. So my suggestion is, why you waste that much amount of money from your pocket? Okay, once you get the job, okay, your employer will be paying for certification.
Right, right.
Why to waste 20K, 30K, that much amount?
Right.
One more question we have.
Yes.
You will also provide the the project level training live.
No. Always remember, network admins, database administrators, DevOps engineers, cloud admins, and storage admins will not be having any projects. If someone tells about real-time projects, don't believe, don't trust their words, because you will be working on tasks and assignments. You are not working for a single project. You are working for multiple projects in the day. 30 to 40% of time you are going to spend for projects only. You are going to work on assignments and tasks and activities. You are not going to work for any project. That is why, okay. So from project to project, the way of working is not differed. It can be any project. Your project might contain 1,000 lines, 1 lakh lines. Okay, so your way of working is same. That is why no real-time projects, no like that. Don't believe any words, any person words. Did you get my point?
Yes, I got it.
Only developers like C++ developers, .NET developers, Java developers will be having projects. So if no questions are there, I will stop it for today. Tomorrow we are going to meet again with the same link at the same time, 6:15. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.